Gape mo Eintlek, let's connect. Yale ka tlwaelo. Motherhood as a single role, but in reality, it feels like different jobs wrapped into one. Today, specifically, we're talking about how Gen Z and millennial women might be staying away from traditional motherhood, not because they don't want to, but because a two-income household might be needed. Registered counselor Zinzisa Deliwe-Juju from TM Counselling joins me now to unpack this conversation. Someone is Zinzisa, and thank you for joining us once again.
Hello, thank you.
Are you good?
Good.
So women have been, having more open conversations about motherhood for years, especially online. And me and you were just chatting right now off, and you're like, it's a very touchy conversation. So as a counselor, where do you think that, the conversation is at in South Africa right now?
I think it's at a very good place because everyone's talking more honestly and openly about how they feel about motherhood, about the load of motherhood, about how unfair it feels, and how difficult it is because the role is so multi-layered. You're not a mother just to birth and see the child off. You are constantly involved, and I think we're at a point where we're talking more honestly and openly about what a load it actually is.
Okay, unfair, that's the word you use.
Yes.
Why specifically? Why unfair?
Often people find it's unfair because they have to be everything for everyone. And my advice is always that don't try to be everything for everyone. Take pockets of time for yourself to come into yourself and to come back to yourself, to pull yourself towards yourself in order for you to go back and then be the best mother that you can be.
Well, in reality, motherhood is a lot of work, obviously. But now the question, for you as a counselor, there's aspects of like parenting, which is not necessarily motherhood. That's a whole parenting,
Yes.
But now when it comes to fathers, and we speak of like the different roles, it feels like, how does it differ? Like, how does it work? That what does a father do at home versus what a mother does, or what they should be doing? What do we need to understand?
So we need to first understand where it comes from. So traditionally, dad was there to provide, and that's it. And then mom was there to nurture, and that's it. And since that has changed now, we both have aspects of nurturing and providing together. So dad is there to balance the equation, not to just come in and provide and leave. Mom is there to balance the equation, not to just nurture and leave and not provide. So because everyone has got the responsibility to raise these people, they are parenting together, they need to hold each other's hand and know and understand that they are both equally important in this person's life, maybe differently, but equally.
Okay, so you're a mother yourself, and you see a lot of young mothers. You've got a 9-year-old and a 2-year-old, right? So, and I'm sure you're interfacing with a lot of millennials and Gen Z moms. What are the sentiments of some of the things that they're coming to you concerned about when they come for counseling?
They're concerned about burnout.
Burnout.
They feel like they are burning out. Maybe not from work, but from parenting. They're feeling like they don't have grip of their children. Their children are doing all sorts of things, vaping, moving in spaces that they shouldn't be moving in at a young age. And those are some of the concerns that come up, feeling like the father is not present and is not helping out in the home, not doing their part. Those are the types of things that often come up.
Okay. So what are their requirements, I wouldn't say expectations, that they're looking for from a partner that they're parenting with, whether that person is in the house or they are outside of the house? What are the things that they're looking for that they're feeling, the other parent doesn't understand?
First and foremost, equal investment.
Equal investment.
They want someone who is equally worried and concerned about the growth of this person that they've both brought into this world. Because often the complaint is he's there, but he's not as concerned about where this child's future is going. They just are worried about, okay, how much must I pay? Not worried about where they're paying this money to, what value is this adding to the child's life. So we want someone who is equally invested in the well-being of this person.
Okay, so they want all-round equal investment, whether it's time with the child, supporting. Okay, but then there's another group, I'm sure, that are saying that it's not just about the money, or they're saying, oh, I wish I had like a double income household to be able to manage, because this whole parenting thing is expensive. How do you navigate it, or how do they express that? Is that a thing?
It is a thing, and they express it through their children not being in the types of, if it's monetary, their children not being in the types of school that they would like, their children not playing the types of sports that they would like. Those are the kind of the complaints that they come with. But we try and balance it out by going, okay, what can you do with what you have currently? Even time, ask for help if you need help. Yes.
Okay, do you feel, okay, because I was listening to that help, why are they not asking help? Do they feel like I have to do it myself? Like
Yes.
they feel like I must manage, I'm expected to, I'm a mother. Is that the
yes.
the
I'm a
feeling
mother, I need to do it all, and I need to be everything for everyone in this house, including the husband.
Okay, girls, you can't do it all
No.
by yourself. I hope that's what you're telling them.
I do.
Because it means that use every help that you can get, because on your own you're going to be overwhelmed. Okay, so does it differ from different generations? Why? I mean, a lot of the reports are around Gen Zs and millennials. Why do you think they're grappling with that? Is there like a whole superwoman, I want to do it type of thing? Like, why are they struggling with that as a generation?
Want to do it all, also because often when you've had a child at an age where you feel you were ready, you feel like it should go as smoothly as possible.
Okay.
And when it doesn't, you put more and more pressure on yourself, which is different to maybe someone who maybe had a child a little bit earlier, and no one understands that they need help. And they accept that a bit better.
Okay. So there's this idea that mothers should be able to do it all, which personally, I mean, it doesn't work. Or that the other word is like, you gotta have balance. Like, what is that? How do you even balance that? But where does this expectation come from? Or when someone sits in front of you and that's the mindset that they have, how do you deal with it as a counselor?
Bogodo concept, and I always fight with that concept because we want to interpret it differently to, I think, what it was meant to be.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was meant to go, whatever adversity comes, I will be able to handle. Not that I'm going to anticipate everything and everyone and be everything for everyone. So the balance lies in being able to go, when adversity comes to me, I'll be able to handle it, but I don't need to at every moment be at everyone's aid. And I often say you need to take time out for yourself and try to pour into your own cup, because you can't pour from an empty cup, and secondly, you need to want to be there with your children. And going out for a tea by yourself on a Saturday morning while nanny is staying with them is going to make you miss them, and then when you come back, you're a happier and healthier mother.
Or daddy goes and spends time with them.
Or daddy.
Because the nanny must also be off on Saturday, because during the week she's there. So mental health is also a big conversation for the same generation. Now that you understand your mental wellness and what your rights are, how is that affecting motherhood or parenting, would you say? Issues around mental health.
Mothers are always the last on the list. We want to anticipate everybody's needs. We want to be there for everyone, and that causes mental and physical, psychological neglect. And you cannot neglect yourself and then expect to wake up tomorrow morning and be there for everyone else. So the mental load does cause even a mental block where you're just like, I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm now at a loss because I've just overstretched myself so much and I'm burnt out.
Okay. So firstly, how can dads show up, the one that's in the house, or dad who I'm co-parenting with, so that this mother must be able to manage? Because healthy mother equals healthy children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dad in the home, go and do the dishes. Don't wait to be asked. Find a space where you can slot yourself and take responsibility. You're not helping mom out. You are doing your part as another parent in this household. Dad that's not in the home, find out, make it your business to know what's happening in your child's life. And again, find a place to slot yourself and say that I will take this over. I will take them to soccer today without having been asked to do that.
It always helps to know what your children are doing, because you're not a babysitter or part-time parent. You're also the other parent.
100% liable.
Thank you so much for chatting to us. Well, as mothers, we don't have to carry the whole world on our shoulders alone. After the break, Franrico chats to Sam Munchi about starting out as a young man who was making all the wrong decisions to becoming one of South Africa's most successful business people. So stick around for that and so much more. It's Eintlek, Let's Connect right here on SABC2, where you belong.